All right, you guys, we are live on YouTube now. We are going to be doing the Newa live demo today, and we have a 20% off promo code for it. There's actually like a way to even get more off if you are on my Amazon live side. So I'm going to launch my Amazon, and that's where I'm going to be focused on. But you guys, this is going to be fun. We're going to go all through this device today, what the benefits are, how to get the most out of it, and we're going to do it. I'm going to show you how to demo it. Welcome you guys to my live today. We are doing the Newa radio frequency device. So I will be going over all the details for this today. I will be demoing it for you guys. Radio frequency is a way that you can encourage collagen in your skin, and we have a really great coupon code today. So make sure to claim the coupon code on the Amazon side so that you can take advantage of this deal. And there's another sale on it, so like they stack. So you'll see in your checkout that you actually get more than 20% off today. So welcome Andrea, Melissa, welcome you guys. Okay, we are ready to start. We have all of our lives in place. My face is clean because to do radio frequency and utilize the Newa, your skin needs to be clean, obviously. We do use a gel, a conductivity gel that is supposed to go with the Newa device to get the right conductivity. So we're going to go over this right now. Okay, sorry you guys. The Amazon Live just canceled for some reason, so I'm going to copy it and launch it again. I don't know why that happened, but this is the struggle with Amazon constantly. Okay, so let me just make sure I get it all set up again right. I do not know how to add some of these things. Sorry, you guys. Hold on. When I copy it over, it doesn't bring in everything that I need. Melissa, I don't know what to do. Do you want to reset it up, copy it over so that I have one to go? Because when I copied it over, it didn't bring in all the details. Sorry, I don't know why it just ended. Amazon is so annoying. You would think for one of the world's biggest companies, they could get their live streaming in check, but I've been doing it with them for 3 years now, and I'm telling you guys, nothing has gotten better. It's only gotten worse, which is why I think I might be leaving Amazon, because it's just not an effective tool. It's not worth like doing it because they can't get it right. What did Melissa say? I'm just checking really quick. Okay. Let me see. Just let me ask her. Okay, you guys, hopefully soon. Hey, Sonia, how are you guys? Sorry for this delay. We are going to get into this, but I'm supposed to be doing it on Amazon, so I need to wait for it. Melissa's working on getting it created again. I'm so sorry. We as creators have no control over their tech side. Like things just collapse and there's nothing I can do about it. No matter, it's so frustrating because I spend so much effort like promoting it and getting people there, and then it just crashes. So thank you, Amazon. Oh, Andrew says everyone understands. Okay, thank you. Is it really dark for you, or is this just my phone with no light on it? I guess it was my phone with no light on it. Deal worth waiting for, Andrea says. Yes. Yes, for sure. Okay, so my face is clean. I used this Pure Skin face cleanser. It's by First Aid Beauty. So this is what I cleanse my face with. I do have brows like done, because I won't be using the Newa like up on my eyes. So I do have my brows done. I do have some new mascara on that I'm trying. And then on Monday, a lot of you guys saw me do Mezzo Monday. I do have a couple bruises up in my eyelids, which is why I kind of bronzed them. But that's the makeup you see. You see some lip gloss, lashes with mascara, some brows, and a little bit of camouflage in my eyes because of the bruises that I have from Monday. So that's, if you think that I have on a full face of makeup, I don't. I just have my eyes and brows done, and my skin is completely clean so that we can utilize the Newa correctly. And you know, for those who are on YouTube right now, I'll just do an overhead showing of it since we're here. And then when Amazon is ready to launch again, I will do that. So this is the box that Newa comes in. Isn't it pretty? It's like green. Tyler says, do you have contacts in? No, I don't. Why? Do they look extra blue? Maybe it's because like we've been working on the setup and the lighting. I don't know. Okay, so in the box, what you get is you get the gel, which is what you need to use to connect the device. And then you get this little bag so that you don't have to keep the box, right? You just get this bag that is able to hold the gel, your power cord, and the radio frequency device that is going to be awesome. So it has a magnetic cap that pops off, and I'll go over this again, sorry, when we get on Amazon Live, but I just wanted to give you guys some insight really quick. Let me see what's going on the Amazon side. Let me see. Okay, it looks like she has it reset up, and I'm going to hopefully get it on. Okay. I'll wait till she tells me, actually, just because I don't want to like do anything while she's still working in there. Okay, it's good. So here we go. We're gonna launch Amazon again. Fingers crossed. Hopefully it's good today. Welcome, Amazon. All right, we are live and we are going to be demoing our Newa device today. And I'm streaming on other live streams too right now. So we're going to get into this with you guys, and hopefully it gives you some good information and you learn about radio frequency. And then on Amazon, we have a 20% off coupon code that you can see. And so all you do is you save it, and then you can take advantage of it. It gets added into your cart automatically when you save it from the Amazon side. Okay, so I'm gonna like restack everything, and we're gonna get into this. So we're gonna be using the Newa radio frequency device today. They utilize 3D technology to encourage collagen growth in your skin. And I'm gonna go over all the details of it, and we're gonna do the full treatment, okay? And they say that in 12 weeks, you will produce almost 4% more collagen in the areas that you use it. And as women that are premenopausal and older, we are losing 1% collagen a year annually. So if you do this for 12 weeks, you get ahead of the loss curve, right? Because if you're losing 1% every year, but you can grow 3.8%, so almost 4% in 12 weeks, that's huge. So that is what we're going to do. And you can do it from home. And it's crazy affordable because not only do we have the 20% off coupon code today, but they are running a sale too. So you can basically double stack if you come to the Amazon side, and you can take advantage of it being on sale. You can add the coupon code to your checkout. And so it's an amazing deal. Hey, Jane. Hey, Paula. Welcome, you guys. Okay, let's get into this. So I made myself some notes just to make sure that like I don't say anything wrong, of course. Obviously, I've been using radio frequency devices for years. Over the last 5 years, I have transformed my skin. If you go back in my feeds, you will see that I used to look very different, and not like in a bad way. Like I still look like myself, but I look like a fresher, more youthful version of myself. I'm 41 years old. I've had 4 kids, and you know, we fall. Our faces start to fall down as we age. And as you have weight gains and weight losses from like pregnancy, like I remember when I finally lost all the weight after having the 4 boys and I like dropped 30 pounds, my face dropped too. It was like, it just all hung down, and I just felt like all of a sudden I had like all this like weird, loose, crepey skin. And the way that I've been able to firm it up and get it more like this is from collagen induction. So let's talk about collagen in your skin. Let's talk about the anatomy of skin really quick. So your skin is comprised of 2 layers. So you have the epidermal layer, and below that you have the dermis layer. And the epidermal layer is your top piece, right? But it's really the dermis where you have elastin and collagen, and that's what's giving the structure and thickness to your skin. As we age, we are losing collagen and elastin. Our bodies aren't making it as much, and it's just kind of like decreasing in volume. So we want to encourage that growth. And one of the ways you can do that, there's multiple ways to encourage collagen growth, but essentially what you need to do is you need a trigger, a stimulus to cause your skin to want to fix itself. So, excuse me, let me grab some water. So, one of the triggers you can utilize is heat. Heat, by heating up the skin, you're causing a trauma, essentially, but not in a controlled good way, not in a way that's going to damage your skin. Radio frequency has waves that penetrate into your skin, and they cause a heat. And when your skin heats up, fibroblasts rush in to cool it down. And when this happens, your body is going to produce more collagen and elastin in that dermal layer, and that is going to plump up your face. So that's a basic concept of it. I'm sure there's like a lot more science behind what I just told you, but for me, that's like the thing I understand the most. So let's get into it. In your box, you get the device and a bag, and then this bag can hold the gel that comes with it and the power cord. So inside this bag, we have our power cord that we need to plug in. This is the unit that requires a plug. There is another version that does not require a plug. I have not used that one, so I can't speak to it at all. I think it's their newer one. So keep that in mind when you're looking at Newa. Do you want a plug? Do you not want a plug? I know from other radio frequency devices I've used, they're all plugged in because they need a lot of power. So this new Newa, which again, I have not tried, I have no idea how with the battery it's producing enough power, but they must have figured out a way to do that. So that one is not plugged in, but again, I have not tried that one. Okay, also in the bag, here is our device, and then here is our gel. So again, you're gonna start with a clean face, and my face has been washed. But as I explained earlier, I do have on brows, I do have on lashes, like mascara, and then I have a little shadow in my eyes because I have some bruises from mesotherapy on Monday that I did, and so it's just like a little camouflage. But we're not using the device in those areas, so I felt like I could do my eyes. So I do not have a full face of makeup on, even if you think like my eyes are done. They are done, and I have some lip gloss on. Okay, so your box also includes some very handy information in it. Like it has a quick, well, this is the user manual, and this has a lot of information in it, and I kind of like went through it just to like make sure that I understood exactly what the manufacturers of Newa are saying about their device and also how to use it correctly and all that good stuff. I really like that they have this quick flip card on how to start your process and kind of how to utilize it. I think these kinds of infographics are super helpful with devices. I've used hundreds of devices. I like quick guides. They're super helpful for end users, and so I'm glad that they did that. Here's just some more like information on your Newa and another like quick guide on using it. And then in this one, they go over like more contraindications and people that it's good for and people that it's not good for. So for instance, with radio frequency or anything that heats up your face, darker skin tones can hyperpigment. That's not a Newa thing. That is just a heat thing. in the skin with people who have more pigment. So the Newa has been clinically tested for Fitzpatrick scales of 1 to 4. And if you don't know what Fitzpatrick scale or which number your skin is, just look up Fitzpatrick scale online and you'll be able to identify what skin type you probably have. I'm super fair, so I'm like down at the 1 or the 2 range on Fitzpatrick. I don't have red hair. Red-haired people are going to be a 1. They have very little pigment in their skin and they're going to be a 1. As you get higher, so like I'm a 2. Somebody who tans but is still kind of white, they might be a 3. Somebody who has more like Mediterranean looking skin, they're going to be more like a 4. And then it's going to like move into 5 and 6. When you get a lot darker in the 5 and the 6 range, it's just, they're not saying you can't use it, but they're saying that it hasn't been cleared for your skin. They didn't test on your skin and it could cause maybe darker coloring. So I just throw that all out there because I don't want anybody like running out and buying this. If you have like black skin, it might not be the right fit for you. That doesn't mean that it's not. I'm just letting you know what they're saying in their book. Okay. And this is really quick what a Fitzpatrick scale looks like. I'll show you guys. So like I'm down on this end of it and then this moves darker, right? And you guys can see that. Hopefully, yeah. And if you just do a quick Google search for Fitzpatrick scale, this will come up. And then usually there's identifying qualities for which numbered skin you would fall into. And usually they're based on how well you tan, what is the color of your hair, things like that. Okay. So that's our information on it. Also, the Newa has only been tested on females, not on men. That doesn't mean that males can't use it. Doesn't mean that you're not going to have results from it. It just means that when devices are going in to get FDA clearance and do the test, and they're a lot of money. And usually newer brands or small device companies, they can't run every single test. So in their literature, they're going to say it's not approved for men. That doesn't mean that men can't use it. It just means that it hasn't been clinically studied on skin for men. It's been clinically studied on women, and the ages of the women that it was studied on, hold on, I have it in here, my little booklet of information. Okay, so where did they do it? On, I like highlighted. Okay, so the Newa was tested clinically for safety and effectiveness only in women aged 37 to 72, and so it hasn't been used in men. And it's meant for mild to moderate wrinkles. So if you have like crazy deep wrinkles, there's probably a lot of loose skin creating that. And when you get past a certain place, it's going to be hard to change that completely. That doesn't mean you can't still see improvement in fine lines and moderate wrinkles. But like if you have like, okay, for instance, let's use my neckline. Okay, this is considered a very deep wrinkle, right? Like this is a deep wrinkle. I'm not going to fix this wrinkle with a device like this, okay? Like there's nothing that's going to change my horizontal line in my neck. So that gives you kind of like an idea of what we're talking about between mild and moderate wrinkles that you might like have like in your cheek or like around your mouth as the skin starts to drop down. So what we're doing is we're going to try to build the collagen up here, which is going to help lift our face and diminish the folding crease we're getting around our mouths, right? With Newa, there are 6 places you can use it in your face, which have been clinically tested and are what they're recommending. That doesn't mean you can't use it other places, but from Newa's perspective, they've only tested it for these 6 places that you can use it, and those are the ones that you should focus on utilizing it in. That doesn't mean that you can't do it other places. It just means that they're not guaranteeing you're going to see results from those things because they have not tested it for those things. Okay, so the 6 places you can do it in your skin are going to be this line here. Like, so we're going to work in this area first. Then we're going to work in the lower region of our face. So we'll do that on both sides. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to go underneath our chin, and this is going to be one spot right here. So that'll be our 5th location. And then this on this side will be our 6th location. And that is supposed to help firm up your jawline. And then as you're building collagen here, this is going to help lift your face. Okay, so that is our plan. We are going to use the conductivity gel with it, and we're going to get this going, you guys. Fun today. playing with new devices and products, especially when they're on sale. So we have that 20% off coupon code here on the Amazon Live side that you can take advantage of right now. So if you're on Amazon with me, just click the coupon code so that it gets added to your account. And that way, if you choose to check out, it will automatically take it off. Okay. And if you're on TikTok, you can go to my profile URL, click the link to come over to my Amazon Live. It says like join Amazon Live. It'll bring you over here and then you'll be able to take advantage of that. And if you're on YouTube, I have a link to my Amazon Live, so you can go check that out too. Okay, here's our cord. Let's plug it in and get our treatment going. And for those on Amazon, I talked about this a little earlier, but I'm going to talk about it again. So as women, as we age, we lose 1% collagen in our face per year. Newa is saying that in 12 weeks, we can grow 3.8% new collagen in our face. So the way we're going to do this is the protocol is that the first month you do it 5 times, or you do it 5 times per week for the first month. So you're going to do essentially 20 sessions in your first month. And then after that, you can scale back to 3 to 2 sessions per week to maintain. And a session is going to take us about 25 to 30 minutes, depending on how fast our skin heats up. Obviously, I'm talking during this and explaining things, and there's going to be questions. And so that is going to maybe delay it some. But basically, every area you treat is 4 minutes. And how it works is it has this magnetic cap, which I actually really appreciate. I like that it's magnetic, it snaps on and off. And then you can see that there are these probes. These metal vertical probes all need to be connected to your face, and they all need to have the connectivity gel with them as it touches your face to help with infusing that energy that's going to heat up your skin. And it is focused on getting into that dermal layer, the layer below your epidermis. So you have an epidermis, then below that you have a dermis. That's what is your skin. The dermis is where we have collagen and elastin. That's where we want to focus the energy to help build up that tissue so that we have more volume in our face, right? Okay, so we're plugged in, our cap is off, and we can turn it on. So you just push this button. Oh, sorry, just kidding. Before you push the button, on the side, there is a on and off switch, and there's levels 1 and 2. They recommend you just start with level 2, but if level 2 is too intense for you, then you would drop down to level 1. But the clinical studies of the improvement were all done at level 2. So if you drop down to level 1 for comfortability, you might need a lot more treatments to get the impact of what their clinical study showed. Okay, so let's click it on. So now we're clicked on to a level 2. I don't know if you can see that very well, but we are clicked on. And now you can see that there's a blue light on it. Right? Now we're going to turn that on. Okay. Now we're going to apply the gel. With other radio frequency devices, I usually apply the gel to my face and then connect the device. But Newa is very specific about this. They say that the gel needs to be put on the device and then added to your skin. Also, like one other radio frequency device I have, the way it monitors the heat and knows if your skin got to the right temperature, there's this little prong in the center of the device right here between the 6 prongs. That is what is measuring the temperature of your skin. Okay. Because for collagen induction, you need it to be at a certain temperature. So this is going to get my skin up to 55 degrees Celsius, and I need it to do that for 4 minutes. That is what the trauma is. 4 minutes at 55 degrees Celsius heated up is what is going to cause that trigger where your skin is going to rush those fibroblasts in and start growing new collagen. Growing collagen does not happen overnight. You can imagine it's a body creating more tissue. So over time, like the 3 months or the 12 weeks that they're suggesting, that is when you're going to see the boost. And like everything I do, you guys, collagen induction is a consistency thing, which is why to get the benefits that they're saying, you need to do this 5 times a week for the first month, and then you can scale back to 3 to 2 times a week for the consecutive months. And by 12 weeks, you're going to see this improvement. And then to maintain, you can just keep doing 2 times a week for however long you want to maintain and continue growing collagen. So anyways, Elle asks, what is the difference between the tripolar and the Newa? They're both radio frequency devices, and that's a great question, Al. Newa has a patented 3 deep technology. Tripolar has their own radio frequency wave technology. Both of them claim to be effective. I've used now both. They both heat up my skin. They both monitor the temperature, and they both let me know when I've done it long enough. I love that about both those devices. As far as how does their technology vary, I'm not 100% certain on that. So I can't speak to the differences on how their waves penetrate the skin and work differently. But in the end, collagen induction is about causing that trigger. So if you can get a device that is going to cause that trigger for you, heat up your skin, monitor the temperature, and watch the clock for you, then that is a huge benefit. Because originally when I started buying radio frequency devices and using them, I was like, how do I know how hot this is getting? How do I know how long to do this for? Like, it was so confusing. Like, I did not understand how to quantify my procedure. Lately, these new devices have been coming out to help with that, because that has been a difficulty. Hey, Linda, thanks for following. Okay, so we're gonna start our treatment now. My face is clean again. I'm going to lay down the conductivity gel that they gave me on it. And so now we have it on top of it. And we're gonna start in this section of my face. And let me just show you what that looks like on their graphic, just so that you understand what I'm talking about versus me just trying to show you on my face. Okay, so these are the areas that we can use it on. So you see those 2 areas on my cheek, the upper and lower, and then underneath my jaw. And that is what we're going to do. Okay. Alrighty. So it's ready. Do I have a mirror? Oh, it actually just vibrated because it's been 4 minutes. So that's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna start doing it. I'm gonna click this button. Then it knows that I'm doing my procedure. It's going to start heating up, and it's going to turn green when we get to that correct temperature. And we're gonna move in circular motions through this high cheekbone area. So I'm gonna start here, and I'm just gonna start moving in circular motions as I glide it towards kind of my nose area, right? Because I'm working right in that higher cheekbone area where we like to put highlighter, for instance. So I think of this as like my highlighter region, and it's, oh, sorry, I didn't click it. Okay, now it's blinking. Clicking it is important. Okay, so now I can feel the heat, and now it's going to start rushing in more heat and trying to get this area that I'm treating up to the 55 degrees Celsius mark, and then it will turn green. Here, maybe I should turn it like this so you can see what I'm doing. And then we'll know when it turns green. So I'm just staying in that area, doing little circles, waiting for it to decide it's heated up my skin and reached that temperature. And I'm just going in little circles, incrementally moving back and forth through this kind of upper cheek highlight region. That's what I'm going to call it. They call it area 1. I'm going to call it the highlighter area. And I feel the heat increasing, but again, I haven't had any issue with it being too hot. And if it ever got too hot, like if you stop moving for some reason, it would shut off, because it has like a safety guard on it to make sure that you don't overheat your skin. Okay, so you see like it's going green now. You guys see that? So now it's like, okay, we are getting the skin up to the right temperature. You can see that my cheek is starting to get flushed. And we just continue this until it vibrates, telling me to change locations. So it's very user-friendly from this standpoint. You don't have to do a lot of thinking about it. And once you kind of learn the motion and you kind of get it into muscle memory, you could just like sit in your bed watching Netflix at night and do this. Because you don't really need a mirror, especially after you get like used to it. Oh, you did, Ems? Congratulations. Do you like it? Welcome. I'm so glad you're there. Yeah, Kathleen, hey Ryan, hey Kathleen. Kathleen says the timing is great. Yes, I know. That's what really helps. So you can see that it's just staying green. And you can see the redness, how it's impacting my cheek. And the price is great today on it. Hey Royce E. Welchman, welcome. Thanks for following me on Amazon and joining me for the live. How do you choose which one to get? For the Newa, like you mean between the plugged in one or the one that's plugless? Kathleen, I'm not sure because I don't have the plugless one. I only have the one that plugs in. I assume that they're working the same and one is just plug free, which is super nice. But I will say that this plug is really long. I will give that to them. I really like that they made the cord like so long for me, because sometimes people give me really short cords and I'm like, whoa, can barely film with this, let alone like use it in bed, which is like where I want to do these kinds of things. Because if I can set myself up at my nightstand, then that is what really helps me be more consistent. I mean, you guys help me be consistent, but again, it's about finding ease and like a pattern to what you do to keep it consistent. So I like setting up as many of my devices around my bed as I can, so that when I'm like binging something, I'm like, oh yeah, I should do that for myself right now. And that's kind of how I try to get as much in as I can. Especially with something like this that is not a once a week thing. Like, especially in the beginning, they want 5 times a week. Okay, so do you see that? So now 4 minutes is done. So now we're gonna move to the next section. And I'm just gonna like kind of swash off some of this gel and just like add it back onto my device. And now I'm gonna click the button again. And I'm gonna start here. Okay, so now I'm gonna go at the lower area of my face. And I'm basically working from back by my ear towards the corner of my mouth, along my jawline. So we'll call this area kind of your contour area, right? Kind of like contour in this region. So we have our highlighter area and we have our contouring area of the face. And we're just working along the jaw, heating up the skin. Hey Rhonda, how are you? I know, we're gonna plump up these cheeks. This summer, who doesn't want plumper cheeks this summer? Can you imagine entering fall in 12 weeks and being like, oh my gosh, my cheeks, my face, so much firmer, so much more plumped. You can see that we hit green faster when we came down. I've noticed this with other radio frequency devices, by the way. It seems that the first area will take the longest to go to the temp. Maybe it's just that the device is like warming up, but then it seems like subsequent areas afterwards seem to reach the temperature faster. Yeah, so Kathleen just said 166 is a good price point. Yeah, so it's down to 166 right now with the coupon code that I have in my Amazon Live, and then I believe they have it on sale to begin with, so it's like you're able to stack the deal today. So if you're interested in getting a radio frequency device for at-home use, then this could be the one you want, and this could be the day you get it, considering the deal. And this is the Memorial Day sale, so don't think that it's going to be less on Monday. This is the deal. So it's happening early because, you know, that's how the world is these days. Everything happens before the holiday now. You can't get it in Switzerland, Claudia says. Oh, really? Interesting. You know how it is. Not everybody does distribution, or not everyone's set up yet to do distribution everywhere. So sometimes certain countries don't have access to certain things yet. Or like I know with Amazon distribution is not global, it's location based. So sometimes certain things that I use on Amazon US won't be available in like Amazon UK or Amazon Canada or Amazon France or Amazon Germany or Amazon Japan. They're all, or Australia too, they're all different distribution setups and different supply chains. And so that's the reason sometimes on Amazon US or vice versa, you can't find everything. So again, we're just doing our 4-minute heat session in our lower area now on our right side. And it's green, so we know we're getting the temperature we want. And I just keep moving it in circular motions through this area. I like that it's wide because it does really swath that area pretty good as you move it. And you just want to make sure that you have the slip of the conductivity gel. Because radio frequency waves are similar to ultrasound waves, you won't get the penetration without a conductivity gel. So, okay, so it just vibrated. So now this side is done, okay? Okay, so we'll just let that sit. One of the things that I think people make mistakes with radio frequency is that they are, when they finish, they like try to cool it down. Don't try to cool it down. Let your body cool it down. That's the whole point. That's the reason you're heating up the skin. If you go and cool it down right now, you're stopping that flood of fibroblasts that are going to build the collagen. So do not cool it down. It will cool down itself. Just leave it. All right. We need more gel, and we're going to switch to the other side of our face. So we're going to put a knob on each of those 2 probes. So it's like that. Oh, Rhonda's wondering about the head size. Yeah, I think because it's so wide like this, it helps navigate those swaths. Okay, so now again, I'm going to push the button and we are going to let you see it. And then we'll start up here and I'm just moving in those circles across our highlighter region. How do I like the gel, Rhonda? I mean, so far so good. I don't notice anything negative about it. It's just a conductivity gel, but one that they say is specific to Newa, but I don't notice anything like about it. Okay, so other than it's helping navigate the heat into my skin and allowing me to move this device easily across my face. So now we're at the temperature again. See, it went green so much faster than our first time. And that is something I've definitely noticed across the board with radio frequency devices. Okay, so then just moving it through. Like any procedure you do get better at it. You find your technique, you find the time of day that it works best for you. I typically think if I'm watching TV, that is the best time to multitask something like this. And again, it feels actually really good. Like for me, heat feels good. I love heat, so it doesn't hurt, but I'm also moving it. Like I'm never stopping it. And if for some reason I did stop it and I decided to check my phone or something and I forgot to keep moving it, it will, well, number one, I'll feel the heat pick up, but also it will turn off to prevent me from actually like burning my face. Rhonda says, I'm thinking my mom and I need one of these so we can talk on the phone and radio frequency our face. Yes, I love my Rhonda. Always looking at the multitasking. Exactly. If I can do this with you guys talking, can you imagine if you're just on the phone talking to your sister? You guys could like be giving yourself lifted cheeks as you're talking about whatever you're discussing. Life, kids, husbands. So again, you can see that I'm just moving it in a circle. And as I'm doing this circular motion, I'm bringing it back and forth along that high cheekbone. It is so sweet, isn't it, Rhonda? Okay, let me look at some YouTube comments right now. Sorry to like leave you guys hanging. Denise says, that's good to know. Thank you. Oh, she says I should do this head to toe. Oh, Melissa, thank you for dropping the link. So if you're on YouTube, you'll see in the chat that Melissa has dropped the link directly to our Amazon Live right now. So you can come check that out if you want to take advantage of the promo that's going on today. And I believe somebody tested it in their cart and it came out to $166 right now. Again, this is on promo with a Memorial Day coupon stacked. So if you watch this later, that won't be the same price. So just keep that in mind. This is a special moment in time. But we will have ongoing promo codes with them. They just won't necessarily always be at the same time they're having sales. So that just gives you an idea on that. And every one of these spaces, again, is taking me 4 minutes, but I'm not having to watch my clock because the Newa is timing it for me. And by that green light being indicated, I know that we're at the temperature. Okay, so now it just vibrated, letting me know 4 minutes is done. And now we will go to our lower area right above our jaw, which I'm going to refer to as the contour area. Okay, I'm going to like kind of press a lot of this gel down, but we're also going to add more gel onto it because I used less gel this second time, and so we need like a little bit more. They say in their literature that there's enough gel in this for 20 sessions. I'm interested. I mean, I feel like this bottle's really big. I think I could get more sessions out of that, but I don't know. Okay, so then again, we're pushing the button and moving on to our fourth region. And this is the region that we all struggle with the most, right? This is where you get that crepey side skin face. This is where somebody takes a picture of you at a holiday party and you're looking to the side and you're like, oh my gosh, is that what my side face looks like? And you're like, delete that picture. We're all about the side face. We want to have a nice snatched side face where we don't see like all of that loose, hangy, crepey skin down our jaw. And collagen induction is the way to get it without doing a facelift. That doesn't mean that facelifts are off the table. Eventually a facelift has its own, potential and reasons. But if you want to prevent a facelift, if you want to age naturally but stay firm, then at-home devices like this are going to help you do that. And the sooner you start something like this, the better. Because as your skin gets lax, as you lose collagen, and as it starts to just like drop off your jaw, it's going to be much more difficult to get that firmed back up. So prevention is the key. And something like this not only feels good. Oh, if you have TMJ like me, oh my gosh, you guys, this is like a massage on your jaw. Like that masseter is getting heat and massaged and it feels so good. So if you have TMJ like me, if you're like a grinder, clencher, this is like a facial massage. I mean, it's a facial massage no matter what, but definitely for your masseter, this is so nice right here. And I think you can kind of see the speed and pace that I go at. I'm not like trying to rush. I'm just constantly keeping it in motion and essentially doing little circles as I move through this fourth area of treatment. And again, it's green, so I know I'm getting the temperature I need. I can see on my face that I am because I can see the red flush that's coming. Hey Jessie, can you use the Newa gel with the tripolar device? I don't know. I don't want to say anything that's not true, and I don't know the answer to that question. Typically, conductivity gels work across devices, but Newa is so specific about this gel being the only one used with their device, I just don't know. That could be just from the fact that they're making improvement claims and the test that they did was only with this gel and this device. So therefore, they're going to say it has to be done like that because they don't have any other clinical treatment showing any other conductivity gels with it. So anyways, I don't know. To answer your question, I don't know, but I would assume yes, but that doesn't mean anything. Rhonda says, I do have TMJ, big grinder clencher. I had my 4 crowns. Oh, you did? You had 4 crowns out yesterday? Oh my gosh, I am so sorry, Rhonda. Girl, you know that I understand teeth issues. Yes, I'm 41 to answer your question, whoever asked. So I'm 41. I've had 4 kids. I gain a lot of weight when I'm pregnant, so I've lost a lot of weight, and that definitely was evident in my face. And so 5 years ago, I really started doing a lot of collagen induction to help firm up my jawline and get a snatched side face. And one of the things that I've utilized is radio frequency. And Newa is new to me in the last month, but I've enjoyed using it. And okay, so then that side is done, right? And you can see the redness. You can see how much heat it's imparted. Okay, now we're gonna do below our jaw. So this is broken into 2 places, the left side and the right side. So we're gonna do that now. And I'm just gonna kind of, I don't know, rub that gel in. But we're gonna start with some more gel. Just a little bit on each side of the probes. Okay. And now we'll do right under here. And I know it's not going to be as easy for you guys to see because I'm going to have to tilt my head back, but I'll try my best, okay? All right, so again, clicking the button on, and now I'm going to be running it in circles underneath my jaw. And it will turn green, and then we will know we're at the right temperature. And they, on their website, on Newa's website, I noticed that they had some really great, some before and afters, specifically about one woman's underneath her jaw and how much more chiseled it got from use. So you can always go to their website and check out more information on them, more of the detail on the science, and you can definitely look at their clinical studies to get more information on how it could work best for you. Also look at the contraindications. So like if you have a pacemaker, you usually can't use electrical devices. You can't use high frequency. You can't use radio frequency, things like that. You don't do this with jewelry on, so I'm not wearing any jewelry. And then if you have a darker skin type, so if your skin tone is higher on the Fitzpatrick scale, past a 4, it's not necessarily recommended for your skin type. So I think it's always good to make sure that the device you're getting is going to be good for your specific skin. If you look like me, it'll work for you. Okay. So again, just little circles underneath. You can see that it has gone green, and I'm just doing little circles as I move on the right side of my lower jaw. And in my mirror, I can see it's getting red. You probably can't see, maybe you can see a little bit because the shadow is there and it's underneath, but that skin is definitely heating up to encourage tightness there. Hi, Linny, how are you? Oh, Linny says she just switched over from TikTok. Long time for me, missed your content. Oh, Linny, that's so sweet of you. Thank you. I wish I could like and comment. Aw, that's really kind of you, Lenny. Thank you. Okay, over on YouTube, I think Jassy Joe just said something. Sorry, guys. Let me see what's going on. Okay, Jassy Joe says she started microneedling way back when I was on the original YouTube channel. I had 10 years old scars on my face that are almost invisible now. Thank you, Kim. Videos are gone now, but still helped me a ton. Well, Jassy, just so you know, the original YouTube videos are not gone. They are all loaded to naturalchaos.com. So you can always go reference them there. And then they're always connected to like a blog post. So we tried to, do that for you guys. We tried to repurpose it and make it as easy to navigate as possible. Okay, so here we are. Oh, there's Jessie. Yeah, Jessie, Or is that Linny? How do you like this compared to the tripolar? I need one of these. Honestly, I like them both, and they both do a similar thing in the fact that they get to a temperature and let you know it. The only difference that I'm noticing so far between the tripolar and the Newa is that the Newa actually times my region versus the tripolar didn't. So with the tripolar, I would always have to watch my clock and then switch at 3 to 4 minutes. With Newa, it vibrates. See, it vibrated, letting me know that now it's done on this side, so I don't even have to watch the clock. I would say that is definitely a value add. So when you're talking about same price point, both radio frequency devices, I like the fact that this one monitors the time for me. Okay, so our last spot, our 6th space, we're about to do, pushing the button, and now I'm going here on the other side of my lower jaw. And I'm just, again, incrementally moving it around. Oh, I'll flip it around so you guys can see. See, it's already green. See what I'm saying? It seems like the first section always takes the longest to go green, and then consecutive sections afterwards go green much faster. And I think that just has to do with the device like warming up and, I don't know, being able to heat the skin faster. At least that's what I'm thinking in my mind, because I don't know how to make sense of it otherwise, because I've noticed this on the tripolar and on the Newa. I do like that the Newa's probes, like I like that it's wider, because the tripolar is smaller, so I feel like you spend more time trying to cover the area, whereas the Newa seems to be wider, making the coverage of an area easier or more efficient, hopefully. And then this is down to $166 today with the stacked coupons, because they're running a Memorial Day sale right now on Amazon, and then we have the 20% off promo code, and you can utilize them both. And so you just come to my Amazon Live right now, which is linked on YouTube and on TikTok. You come to where I'm live streaming on Amazon, which is here. So if you're here, welcome. You click on the coupon and save it. Like you clip it, it saves to your Amazon account. And then when you add the Newa to your checkout, the coupon automatically takes off another 20%. So that's how coupon codes on Amazon work during lives. And this coupon code, this extra coupon code that we have for Natural Chaos right now is good for today. So if you come to the live, you add the coupon code to your cart, and let's say you check out later tonight, it will still be good, even if the live is done, because the coupon code has been set for the day. So if you snag it right now, don't forget to check out later, because if you check out later and the coupon code has run its time, then it won't be effective. So if you're thinking about getting this, clip the coupon, stick it in your cart, check out as soon as possible so you don't accidentally miss the extra discount. Oh, Gigi, you see the coupon? Okay, good. And yes, it comes with the gel. So in the box, you're getting the gel, you're getting the device with the plug, you're getting all the paperwork that comes with it to explain, and then you get the bag that the gel, the device, and the plug all fit nicely into. So you don't need to keep a box. I like when device companies do this, because I have a lot of devices. And so for me, I need like a good way of storing them. So I appreciate that they did this. Plus, having this little bag makes it easy for travel and taking it on the go, especially this summer, because my goal is to use it this summer and get that 12 weeks of induction of collagen growth, which is supposed to give me 3.8%, so almost 4% collagen growth in the next 12 weeks. So that's the goal. So who wants to join me this summer and build some more collagen in your face? Because that is my plan. And I'm going to do it 5 times per week. Oh, also, if you are on Accutane, you need to wait 6 months from Accutane to use this, because Accutane makes your skin super compromised, and you don't want to be adding more heat into it. Also, you can use this with Botox. They recommend waiting 2 weeks after your Botox treatment to utilize it. I have personal difference of opinion on that, but that's just because I am who I am, and I sometimes do lots of procedures on top of one another, and it seems to be fine for me. Hey Jay, welcome. Thanks for following. Okay, so we are done. We did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So those are the 6 regions that Newa has clinically been tested for, and those are the ones they approve. You could do your forehead, you could do other areas of your body, but as far as Newa's support or information on using this device, it is for those 6 spaces that I just showed you, with their gel on it, moving in circular motions for the 4-minute spaces on each of those areas. Okay, so now we can clean this off. It's done. And so you just, hold on, let me grab a towel. Okay, so all you have to do is just take a clean towel and just clean off your device. You want to make sure that you get the gunk out of it. Oh, and you can turn it off. So on the side is the clicker. So we'll just turn it down to 0, and you can unplug it, and then, you know, there's no light anymore. And you can just wipe it down. Now, I don't have any like buildup on it, so I was able to just like quickly wipe it down with this. But you could use a damp rag too if you felt like there was gunk and you kind of had to like work at it. But basically it's clean, and we're just gonna put its magnetic cap back on it. I really like that they did this. It actually reminds me of the products that are created for Westman Atelier, because the material feels similar and their tops are all magnetic and snap-on, so I like that. So then we can just put it back in our little carrying bag. We can throw our gel in it too, because it all fits together. Thank you. And then even the cord, the power cord, which is, look at how long this is. Like, I'm so happy that it's so nice and long. That makes a huge difference, especially when you're like in bed and you're plugged in and you know you want range of motion. So very happy with that. Okay, and then you can just like obviously roll it up in somewhat of a organized fashion. You could even get one of those like little Velcro zip ties, you know, to just like keep it nice and tight. And then it just goes back into your bag, and you can just zip it all up until tomorrow when you do it again. Because if you, let's say your plan is to do this for 12 weeks to see the collagen boost. So for the first month, you're going to do this 5 times a week. You're going to do the exact procedure that I just showed for 5 times. So let's say you do it Monday through Friday while you're watching your Netflix at night. So that's what you're going to do. Then after that, they say you can back down to 3 to 2 times a week. So maybe you back down to 3 times a week, you're just doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And so then you're going to do that for the following 8 weeks. So for a total of 12 weeks sessions. And so that is what my plan is this summer. Okay, so if you do it in the morning, you could just top with a sunscreen. If you do it at night, you could top with a night cream, right? They do say that you should wash the gel off. So we're just gonna use some cleanser to just like quickly wash off our face. I don't even think I really need to cleanse it. It's not dirty. I think I'll actually just use some water and my little cleansing soft pads to just like remove it, because I'm just removing off that gel. And if you didn't hear me before, you don't want to cool your face down. You want your face to naturally cool down. So I'm actually, because I just did the lower area, I'm not going to even put water on it. I'm just going to use my cloth to just wipe off any excess, because I don't even want to like take down the temperature of that at all. Because the goal is you heat the skin to that temperature, you want your body to reduce the heat. You don't want to throw ice on your face, because you're going to kill that fibroblast blasting like effect that was just triggered by the heat. So don't like try to take down the redness yourself. It will fade, And you can see that, I mean, you can see that I'm super fair. And you can, like, the redness has already gone down. Like, even underneath my chin, it's gone down. So for the daytime, like, let's say you do it in the day. Well, then you would want to obviously top with a sunscreen. So I'm going to throw on my glow screen from Super Glue. But if I was doing it at night, then I'm just going to top after I wash off the gel. I'm going to just top with like some kind of night cream. This one is the QT Cell night cream. This one's great. It's got some epidermal growth factors and like conditioning treatment to help repair your skin. So I think that this is a nice product to put on after it if I'm at night. So then on Amazon, okay, Emily says, how do you get it down to 160? So, well, I don't think it actually gets down to 160. I think the total is 166. But, and then based on where you live, different taxes are going to vary, right? But you need to pick the one that's down here, clip the coupon, and it's on sale also, so it drops. Both of them take effect, I think. Okay. So let's put on my sunscreen, and then I can tax. So Linny says 180 with Washington State tax. Yeah, that sounds about right. I figured with California too, I'd be about that. Okay, so I really like this glow screen. So let's just get it on our face, and then you guys got like a really strong pigment to it, but it's like a gold one. So it kind of like makes you look really pretty for summer. You don't need any other foundation on or anything. Just get your sunscreen on your face. And this one is an SPF of 40. I always recommend that you do an SPF of 40 or better. And then even if you're doing a tinted moisturizer or a foundation or anything like that, even if it says it has SPF in it, I still do a full SPF layer because I thin out my makeup so much that I don't trust how thick the foundation would need to be or the skin tint would need to be for that the efficacy of that SPF, right? Because if you thin it out, then you're kind of like lessening the product. So I like to make sure that I have a nice sunscreen on first, then I would do something else. Okay, so we've got our sunscreen on. Kathleen, this was the Glow Screen 40. This is the different one. This is the golden hour. So they have two. I don't know if everybody knows this. I figured it out a couple months ago when I was shopping for Tahiti. So they have the regular one that's more like a champagne color, but then they have this one that's gold. It's called Golden Hour. Great for summer because look at, like, it totally bronzed me and covered me in SPF in like one fell swoop. So I really like this one. Okay, do we have questions for me on the Newa? Like, how is the quality of the bag? Bo asks. Decent, like regular. I'd say a regular quality. It seems the zipper is working nice. The space is appropriate for the three things I want to keep in it. It's kind of like a faux suede filling bag. I think the color is pretty. I like that Newa is in a reflective gold, and I like the font. So I think the bag, again, is a value add. My tripolar didn't come with a bag. I definitely think that they should. You need to get the one Bronze Goddess. Oh, thanks, Rita. I know. I think this foundation or this sunscreen is like everything this summer. Okay, so Rhonda says, okay, I see the 20% off, but how do I get the other 20% off? That is a good question, Rhonda. So I haven't personally done it. Let me jump over. Okay, if you're on YouTube, I think I'm gonna screen share and I'll show you guys, I think, how it works. Hopefully I don't, oh, Rhonda says you look like a goddess skin. Thanks, Rhonda. Yeah, so on the page, okay, so let me screen share. I can't screen share on Amazon. I used to be able to, but Amazon has had some tricky tech changes, and so I can't use OBS with them anymore, which is why I'm streaming on my phone, which is also why we do YouTube, because on YouTube I can still use OBS and do the different things. So, okay, let me see if I can, where am I going? What am I doing? Okay. Let me go here. Oh, no, I don't want to mess that up. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I click this. Are you sure I want to leave YouTube? This link is taking. I just. Hold on. Me and trying to be. Okay, wait. Let me see. What do I need to do? Let me go to my text. Let me see if I can get over there so I can do it. See what happens. Okay, here it is. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen now. I think you should be able to see it. Is that working? Let's see. No, that doesn't work like that. Okay, you can see overhead. Okay, I'm sorry, you guys. I don't know why my Chrome browser is not sharing to OBS right now, but normally, I know that people have been able to figure it out. So Rhonda, the code is, I think, Natural Chaos 20 or something. Melissa can write it because I sometimes forget. Hey, Denise. Yeah, both are radio frequency devices. All right. It would make a great gift. I agree. Okay. So, you guys, if there are no more questions on the Newa radio frequency device, then we are going to wrap up. But I just want to let you guys know that if you are looking for a radio frequency device and you want to firm up your skin this summer and have plumper, firmer skin for the fall, because that's a great time to be able to judge it, right? You're going into summer. Hopefully you have more time. Maybe the kids are out of school and you're just chilling more. The nights are longer and you can just get in your 25 to 30 minutes, however long what I just did takes you. And then in fall, when we hit September, you will have had 12 weeks in and your face should feel firmer and smoother. So we can all do this together. If you already have a radio frequency device, then just use that. If you are in the market for a new one, the Newa is a great price today because of the double stack on the coupon from clipping the coupon on Amazon and coming to my promo code or my live stream right now and getting the promo code. And it'll be good for, I don't know, the rest of today. So I hope that helps you guys. And let's see. Thanks, Rita. Okay. So, so it's Nat Chaos 20. So it's NATKAOS 20 is the discount code that you can put in and get the deal. All right, you guys? Okay. I hope you guys have a beautiful Memorial weekend. It's Memorial Day, right? Yeah. Memorial Day weekend. And I will see you guys soon. And we have lots of content coming for all of our platforms. And I'm so grateful you guys are here with me. And I'll see you guys next Thursday. And then obviously during premieres and on Instagram and TikTok. See you guys later. Bye.